I do think that she's a bit delusional here, and also like maybe the slightest bit disrespectful, because I mean, I don't know.
So we need to be completely honest about A'ja Wilson here, because these are some of the dumbest, conversations ever in sport is surrounding A'ja Wilson.
Do you recall when A'ja Wilson boldly claimed she could take on NBA players in a one-on-one matchup? Well, the basketball community has reacted, and the feedback isn't exactly flattering. NBA veterans and WNBA legends alike are chiming in on Wilson's daring statement.
These are arguments that should never have to be made, but we gotta do it because unfortunately that's just the way things are right now, it seems. You have to talk about whether or not A'ja Wilson is better than freaking NBA players. Like, what is going on?
Has she completely lost it? Stick around as we dive into the firestorm of reactions surrounding the WNBA's reigning MVP. Trust me, you won't believe what some of these players are saying. Are you ready? Let's go.
No.
Not one?
Not even someone from the bench. Just sheer size, athleticism. That's the problem.
You know what's wild? A'ja Wilson just dropped a statement so bold, it's got the entire basketball world buzzing. And get this, she's not just saying it, she's 1000% believing it. Picture this, Wilson, fresh off her MVP season, sitting pretty on the roommate's show, all smiles and enjoying her recent success. Then out of nowhere, she starts talking about playing one-on-one against NBA players. Wait, what?
A'ja Wilson recently went on the Roommates podcast, and that is a podcast with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. They also do really well on their podcast. It's pretty wholesome. She went on to talk about all things WNBA, her career, this and that.
Let's break down exactly what she said because, trust me, it's pretty unbelievable. She didn't just claim she could compete. Oh no, she went all in. A'ja Wilson boldly stated that she'd get the ball first and her opponent wouldn't see it again. That's some serious confidence. Wilson truly believes she can take on NBA talent and come out on top. Now you're probably wondering, who's the unlucky NBA player she's calling out? Well, she set her sights on none other than Josh Hart, a starter for the New York Knicks. He's averaging 14.2 points, 8.9 rebounds, and 5.7 assists per game this season. Not exactly an easy matchup, right?
Okay, he wants to know, what is the end score if you and Josh play one-on-one to 11, your ball first?
But hold up, there's more to this story. The host's reactions, priceless. They couldn't believe what they were hearing, and honestly, can you blame them? Wilson didn't just say she'd win. She went as far as to give us a score prediction. Are you ready for this? She claimed she'd beat Josh Hart 11-8 in a one-on-one game. That's not just winning. That's a convincing victory, at least in her mind.
I feel like the score would be like 8-11. Me.
It's not that, man.
I get ball first.
You get ball first.
She does get ball first.
Not gonna get it back. And you but that's gonna be your time. Like that's gonna be your period, which is fine. I'm not saying you're gonna go scoreless, but 8-11, I feel like it's pretty solid.
Where it gets even crazier, Josh Hart, being the good sport he is, decided to play along. At first, he jokingly said he'd win 11-2, but then, after Wilson got a little heated, he graciously adjusted his prediction to 11-7. Still a win for him, but at least he's giving her a bit more credit, right?
Do not piss me off.
Now you're probably thinking what I'm thinking. Has A'ja lost her mind? I mean, confidence is great and all, but this is on another level. We're talking about the NBA here, the best of the best in men's basketball, and Wilson's not just saying she can compete, she's saying she can dominate.
Like a good 11, probably like 11-7.
Okay, that's fair. You got 7? Okay.
No. You. What you mean?
Now,
let's be real for a second. A'ja Wilson is an incredible basketball player. She's got the skills, the accolades, and the MVP trophy to prove it. But taking on NBA players one-on-one, that's a whole different ballgame. The size difference, the strength advantage, it's not just about skills at that point.
A'ja Wilson is the queen of the delusion. She's absolutely the queen of the delusion.
So what do you make of all this? Is Wilson simply displaying the ultimate confidence of a champion, or has she taken it a step too far? One thing's for sure, she's got everyone talking. But before we jump to conclusions, let's see what the pros have to say about this bold claim. Trust me, their reactions are just as wild as A'ja's statement.
Josh Hart should have flamed her. He should have sent her into the abyss. 11-0. Let's be honest. 11-0. You can give her the ball first. You can block her shot. You can grab the rebound. And then you can dunk it on her 11 times.
But when it comes down to a game that's as physical as one-on-one, when it comes down to the speed, the height, the quickness, the defensive abilities, that's where I think that Josh Hart and some of these men, and you have to understand, men in the NBA have some of the biggest egos in the world, and rightfully so when it comes to their sport, because they have worked really hard to get to that place and they have beat out so many people along the way. And so I feel like their ego is like, how dare you even say that you could beat me?
So Asia Wilson can't beat nobody in the NBA.
No, that might get spooky.
Not one.
They did a whole.
We're talking bench players.
He's on the bench. He used to average 40 in high school and 20 in college.
Top WNBA player is not beating the 12th man.
She's not beating a in the G League. She's not beating a in college.
There's no question and no doubt in my mind that I could play. I would have been not just competitive in the W, wouldn't have missed the beat. No one now that I look at, even today, Asia might be the one I'm like, she'd get hers, but God, I would always make sure I got 10 more than she did, or she wouldn't get hers. I mean, I wasn't just a scorer. I feel very comfortable that I could guard Asia and make it very difficult.